Today I'm going to show you guys how to create a super easy food chain using a new web tool called Easelly. I made one earlier today when I first discovered this tool and thought it was awesome and can really see how my students can use this in class to show me what they've learned about food chains and food webs. But we're going to go simple. We're just going to do a food chain, but for some students that really need the challenge, they could easily make a food web here as well. So Easily does infographics. And so the first thing you need to do is log in so students can save, and you can log in with Google. So I can easily use my Google account, and I have a bunch as you can see, but you can easily use your Google account, and there's the one I made earlier today. So we're just going to make this again, and you don't want to use any of the extra templates down here. You want to start fresh, which is great. Students can show me what they've learned. And there's kind of a simple template here, but I'm just going to go and just quickly just kind of delete all of this because we don't need it. Extra objects and stuff, and just have a totally clear background, which those are awesome little tools, but we just don't need them. So the first thing we want to do is start putting in our animals that we're going to use to show our food chain. So you can click objects, and there's lots of categories here. But we're very limited because we're not using the free version. So the animals I want to put in my food chain are not here. So what I did is you go back over to upload. You can add files. You can add simple files. So students can do a quick clip art search and click on these images, right click, save as or copy image, and then you can go back here and upload them and add those files. So the ones I've added are already here under my images. If you go pro, there's a lot more available. But the first thing we want to put for our food chain is our producer, and that's way too big, so we can resize it really simply here to fit in our infographic. And it even has all these aligning tools, which are great. Then we're going to add our next clip art. And add a grasshopper. And you can just easily drag and drop these to arrange them however you want them. And we'll add one more object, add our cat. And students can use this doing any kind of food web or food chain that you've been studying. It can be marine, just depends on what kind of organisms you put here. So simple food chain. So now we want to add our shapes, and you just drag, and you can resize these, you can rotate them, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, and just so easy for students to show the relationship among these organisms. And then we can just copy, paste. Oops, we don't want that yet. Copy, paste, and do the same thing, just align, and then paste. Move our kitty cat down here, okay? And you can see the relationship among the animals. Now students can get detailed here. We can add text, which is definitely what we want. Drag your text box down here, and we want to call this, students can now label the different parts of their food chain. So this is a producer. You can change the text, you can make it bold, change the opacity, color. There are some different fonts. The Pro has way more fonts to choose from, but basic fonts are fine for what we need to do. Add another text box. Students can have primary, consumer. here. And then we can copy this again, double click to change our secondary consumer. Just line it up here. And then we can even paste again to our tertiary consumer, our little backyard food chain here. So we have all of our elements here. We can add our title. So add another text box, title, and we can change it to our backyard food web or food chain. If they were working on a marine, they could do marine food chain. Backgrounds, you've got water, just plain colors, all of those will work. We're going to keep it simple. We're just going to leave it white today, but you can change all these. You can change the orientation. There's even a mobile that you can do. You can upload different backgrounds, so that's pretty cool. So if we want students to take it to another level, what we can do is maybe I want my students to give me more information. So our producers are producers because they perform photosynthesis. Okay. And I want them to give me more information on photosynthesis. So they can take their picture, and up here you see this little hyperlink. We can link it to another website or more information. So I've saved my website up here, photosynthesis education, photosynthesis for kids. They can copy the link, okay, and they can insert it here. Okay, so now it's interactive. This will click over to that website, and I'll show you that in a second. We can also add media. So students can create their own video or stock photo or whatever file they want, or they can even show a YouTube video. So again, I kind of went ahead and saved one here. Crash Course for Kids, Fabulous Food Chains. This is a great YouTube channel, but if they want to share, just share the link, and it will actually embed the video into their infographic here, which is awesome. So they can select that. Then you can see they can drag, drop, resize the screen, okay? So if you want to see the final product, they can present, and Backyard Food Chain will pop up. Your hyperlink here will take you to that website. You can come down here, you can play your crash course video, okay? So we can present this way. We can exit. We can't do a PDF or high quality download unless you have the pro version for free. You can still do a low quality download, and it'll generate your infographic. You can post it on Facebook, tweet it, you can email it directly to teacher, okay? And when you open it up, you can see what your infographic looks like. When you download it, it looks like this. Of course, your YouTube video won't be there, but they can save it, share it. This is really shareable. They can invite a friend to edit. So if you've got students collaborating together, they can share by email. They can do a link, view in a browser, embed code, a group share. There's all sorts of awesome things they can do with this. So I really like this tool. I hope you like it and use it for your classroom, and something that will really enhance your learning in your class with TPAC. All right, have a great day, guys.